Hi, my name's Sharna Holman and I'm a Cotton Extension Officer based in Central Queensland with Cotton Info, the Cotton Industries Extension Program, and the Queensland Department of Agriculture and Fisheries. So funnily enough, I ended up in my job and working in agriculture in a bit of a roundabout way. I guess looking back now, I probably wouldn't be a typical agricultural extension officer or just anyone working in the cotton industry. In fact, I grew up about 20 minutes from the Sydney Royal Easter Show, no family or background in agriculture, no knowledge really. Growing up, I was really keen on animals and found them really interesting and always wanted to be a vet. I was pretty fortunate to go to a local high school called Muirfield High School, which is actually competing up here, which I'm very, very proud of. And from there, I was really fortunate that they had a 4-hectare farm in pretty much the middle of Sydney, where we had about 10 chickens, 3 cows, the classic 15-year-old sheep that kind of kept on headbutting, the local tree. So it was just a really fantastic experience. And from there I learned how much I valued agriculture and just really wanted to be in the industry. It was just a fantastic, welcoming industry that just promoted itself as a job for everyone. And from there, it was these experiences and really fantastic teachers who promoted agriculture, just not as a subject, but as a career that was really valuable, you were valued, and your contribution mattered, and you were making Australia and the world a better place, whether it's how to use more with less, as well as just making the place a better world, really. And so from there, I decided to do a Bachelor of Agriculture at Sydney University, just down the road pretty much as well. And from there, I just had my eyes opened, did all these different agricultural subjects, just learning more and just really wanting to learn more. And my biggest takeaway from that was say yes to different opportunities. Throughout university, high school, there's so many different opportunities for you to grab in agriculture and really take them and run, because they're yours for the taking. So throughout university, I just tried to get as many opportunities. I did not know what I wanted to do. I was still obsessed with animals. But then slowly I found my way into an industry called the cotton industry, where I pretty much fell in love and am still massively in love with. So I was fortunate to have a scholarship with Cotton Australia to go to the cotton conference. So scholarships will be open very soon, I'm assuming, with the cotton conference this year. And so there I got to meet all these cotton growers, cotton researchers, just everyone who works in the cotton industry in many different capacities. And from there I just learnt what a fantastic forward-thinking industry it was. And that's where my spark and love and passion really began. So from there, another opportunity popped up where I was able to go to Narrabri and do a research project with a really fantastic researcher called Mary Whitehouse, looking at Helicobacter tolerance for cotton BT toxins. And it was just this world that kind of just opened up, and it was just a research extension. And it was there that I kind of learnt my passion within the industry and where I really thought I could add value. And that was between the growers and the researchers, like Emma was saying. And it was there just trying to get the research out, because we've got some fantastic researchers in the cotton industry who are always coming up with fantastic ways to do more with water, whether it's pesticides, soil health, all these different areas. And it was really making sure in really different ways that growers could understand this information and learn how to apply it in practice. And that's where I found what I love doing, just making sure that that research ends up in the growers' hands that they can use. This lone stranger is a bit of a biosecurity plug. So often with biosecurity and farm hygiene, we often have in the industry a bit of trouble sometimes getting those messages across, because they're very much the same, whereas this lone stranger video was a way of trying to get information to growers in a new way that got their attention. So it's a bit of a play on the Lone Ranger from the 70s or 60s. And so from that, it was a great way of trying to get that information across to growers. And from now, I think we've had about 2,000 hits. So growers actually watching biosecurity videos, which is a bit of a high five and achievement in my book. So that's really my story today. And I guess the one thing I really want people to take home is grab the opportunity, say yes, it's yours for the taking.